I'm addicted to sunbed and tanning injections. I go on the sunbed 4 times a week. I take tanning injections 5 times a week.
It's a lot darker than what most people would like.
Loads of heads would turn in the street, people look me up and down and laugh at us. I'd like the bottom of the sunbed because the tubes are meant to be stronger for your face. Skin cancer is calling. My toes when it's burnt. Girl, you're darker than me. I actually have melanin. I can't remember what I look like pale. Sometimes I'll cry after the sunbed because I know the damage I'm doing to my skin, but I feel like I'm too far gone. I've got moles all over. I didn't know if the moles were cancerous. I'm Megan and I get hate because I'm this tanned. I'm 19 and I started getting sunbeds at 16 and now I can't stop. I wish I didn't start, now I'm addicted. At 14 years old, I started using fake tan. I was lily white, like really white, and it looked nice, it did, but obviously a bit patchy. It was a faff one to get off in the bath. And then my mum got the sunbed out the garage and I thought, you know what, I'll just use the sunbed while she's at work and I would calculate the right amount of electric I've used and go and put it on at the shop. Like, actually would as well, I'm not even lying. Yeah, after using my mum's sunbed for a while, I thought, you know what, I'll go to the sunbed shop and noticed a drastic change of my colour, which I loved, and I like wearing bright colours, so it made like the tan, make the clothes look better. I go on the sunbed 4 times a week, 15 minutes at a time, but when I'm at home, sometimes I'll go on for 20-25 minutes. I use a tingle cream and I take tanning injections 5 times a week. I'd like the bottom of the sunbed because the tubes are meant to be stronger for your face, but I've also got a sunbed in my room, so sometimes I'll come up from the sunbed shop, go on my sunbed because it's different tubes. It just gives us loads of confidence. I just feel on top of the world when I'm tanned. In the past, I've been a lot darker than what I am now, and I used to go on the sunbed near enough every day for a year. Yeah, I am addicted to the sunbed. I don't actually like going on the sunbed. I feel like I have to.
Do you think Megan has gone too far with it?
Personally, yes. It doesn't look very natural. It's a lot darker than what most people would like. If I had that relationship with Megan, I would probably say maybe drop it down to less sessions a week. We would always promote safe tanning.
A year and a half after using sunbeds, I noticed that my belly was going a black coaly colour, not a tanned glowy colour, but I liked it. Loads of heads would turn in the street, people look me up and down and laugh at us, and I'm thinking, what they're laughing at? Because it was normal to me. It made me question myself as well. Like, what they're looking at? Is it because I'm really tanned? Is it because of what I'm wearing? It makes us feel uncomfortable, but then at the end of the day, I'm not bothered because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I know I look great, so I'm not bothered what they think. Some people do actually compliment me tan, but heads turn everywhere I go.
I never use sunbeds and I never use fake tan. I just like, with all the cancer risks, like I'm already out in the sun and I don't need extra UV. If you want to use sunbeds, that's fine, that's your choice. But I just think any is too often, to be honest with you.
So I think using sunbed once a week would be too much. I wouldn't do it every day, and I'm surprised they still let them really exist, to be honest, because especially with all the other options there are, such as the spray tans and the self tans. If you're going to go for it, go all out, but then maybe just remember what your like the health risks and stuff.
I don't really have any experience with them, but if I did, like my first perception would be I wouldn't use something like that because I would rather do it in a more natural way. You know what repercussions that might have on your skin or health. I don't actually live here, I live in Asia and we have very warm weather, so we actually get naturally tan when we step out. I don't really feel the need to use tanning beds because we, like I said, are naturally in the sun.
Yeah, after going on the sunbed, I seen a girl on Facebook advertising tanning injections and I thought, I might as well get some and see what they're like. I was scared of needles. I had the tanning injection sat there for a week because I was actually dreading taking it. I took a tanning injection, it made me feel sick and drowsy, but I still went to the sunbed shop. I went on the sunbed and I come off like a complete different colour. And I couldn't believe the drastic change of the colour. I was putting too much melanin and going on the sunbed, and obviously after the sunbed your skin, I mean, it doesn't develop till 24 hours, and you might as well say for a year my tan was constantly still developing. So I was going on every day, and you need to give your skin 48 hours break for your tan to come out. I started noticing moles on my back, my hands. I've got moles all over, but you do get moles off sunbeds. I didn't know if the moles were cancerous. I've got a mark on my stomach. I've tried going to the doctors, but I freeze at the door and be sick. I've been going on sunbeds for 3 years. I've got moles all over. But that mark is, I've never seen nothing like it. I think I could be scared. When I first started sunbeds, I didn't know much about it. So I got some baby oil And I used to go on the sunbed an hour front and back every day for a year. Later on, after I've been lavering baby oil all over us, I've searched things on the internet and it's really damaging for your skin. Basically cooking your skin, making you look burnt, not tanning you. I tried injections and I've never looked back from there, and it's just, the addiction's just getting worse. I wouldn't recommend going on sunbeds to anyone. I started looking dark a year and a half after using sunbeds. I looked black. I posted a TikTok and I got loads of hate for it. People would call us 2p coin. I got 3 million views. One person even said the burnt chip at the bottom of the air fryer. Bottom of my foot after walking around with no socks on for a couple of hours. The 2p coin from 1972 at the bottom of my bag. What feels illegal but isn't. Did it cremate you? And people calling us that troll from Barbie. Skin cancer is calling. My toes when it's burnt. Why are you trying to switch sides mid-game? Girl, you're darker than me. I actually have melanin. I'd honestly rather be pale. I don't know why people hating on her. She's gorgeous. Some good comments as well, but mainly all bad. At the time, I thought the video looked nice, but now looking back at it now, it looks terrible. 9,522 comments. People tagging their friends. 62.2k shares. Oh my god, I'm famous. That's what I thought. I'm not famous, but it went viral. Even my friends were in the comment section slating us, which at that point in my life it did affect us a bit, but then I started to learn to deal with the hate and I just toss it over my shoulder now. I watch one TikTok video about 100 times for an hour before I post it. Like, that's bad. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to be like, just post it without even thinking, but obviously because of my past, I can't just post a video. I know I was really dark, like it was hard to believe myself that I was that dark. I loved it. I was in my prime when I was that dark, to be honest. I didn't really care. I've cut down. Well, I did cut down well and truly, but I've started to go on the sunbeds again.
So I think there is pressure in society to look tanned. I think that's very much like the beauty ideal in like Western society. I like looking tanned, I like getting a tan, but I wouldn't go as far as to use a sunbed to do so. I think I'd much rather use like fake tan. As far as I'm aware, there's not as many kind of health risks.
I do think there is pressure to look tan. Definitely with the rise of all the celebrities in the 2010s, it was more like that was the beauty aesthetic and all the injections.
Anything can become an addiction these days. I think if someone uses it and they like the results, then sure they would want to use it again.
And my tan causes lots of arguments between me and my mum. She tried to chop the plug off the sunbed one time, but she said, you're old enough to make your own decisions, you're 19 now, but stop going on the sunbeds. You're ruining your skin, and by the time you're 30, you're gonna look 50. Sometimes my mum doesn't like walking around with us if I'm fresh off the sunbed because I look really tan. My mum and my nana are really concerned about us. We try to make doctor's appointments, but I just fail to attend. I don't think I would ever stop using tan injections and going on the sunbed because I'm not used to it now. I can't remember what I look like pale. If I start getting wrinkles, I think that could possibly make me stop sunbeds, but I've already noticed little bits of wrinkles on my skin. Doesn't faze us, to be honest. I'm that used to going on sunbeds now, it's just standard procedure for me. I'm trying to overcome the addiction, but it is hard. Sometimes I'll cry after the sunbed because I know the damage I'm doing to my skin, but I feel like I'm too far gone. After the sunbed, I tend to use Cocoa Radiant. It helps moisturise the skin and makes me tan look really dark and glowing. And I also use this Aloe Soothe Intensive Care Spray as well. For all over my body, it's great for helping my skin be soft. I've tried so many products over the years. I also use anti-aging cream underneath my eyes and that. When I have tried to cut down, I feel terrible. Sometimes, at one point, not now though, I wouldn't leave the house if I didn't look tanned enough. It was like my life sort of started to revolve around tanning, but I didn't realise it. And then when I started thinking about it all, I thought like it wasn't normal. Like I used to search loads of things on the internet about tanning, ask the same questions over and over. What foods to eat for your tan? I was obsessed. I still am in a way, but like I said, I don't go on the sunbed to get more tanned. I just feel like I have to, and it's hard to explain, to put into words, but it makes me think it could happen to someone else, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, to be honest. Well, half of the tanning shops around here do let young'uns in to go on the sunbed, and which is concerning. I think they should spread more awareness about sunbeds. I think that could possibly steer people away from sunbeds and like show the bad sides of it. I used to get bullied a lot. I got off the kids in school. I started to change myself. I used to cry to my mum This is why I look the way I am today, because of us being so I'm constantly working on my looks, going to the gym, eating well, still having a fake tan all over us, to fit in and just to make friends. If I could speak to my 14-year-old self today, I'd say don't change for anyone. You are who you are. You don't need to fit in with the crowd. Just be yourself. If I could go back in time, I'd tell myself not to go on the sunbeds the way I did and to take no notice of people's opinions. Don't change yourself for anyone. In the future, I hope to be an air hostess, not using sunbeds, and happy.